What's up, guys?
What's up, you guys?
We're here now, right? This is
This is season 2 of Derailed.
episode 1 of all goddamn things.
Hopefully.
Good times.
We
Good
decide to
times.
post it that way. Okay.
I'm Alex,
I'm B.
and thanks for being here with us. It's gonna be a derailed episode. That's for damn sure.
It's been a long time since we've been here, by the way. So if we're
A little,
our buzzer was literally dusty. Like I had to clean dust off of it.
Yeah, man. If
that's
we're a little
how long it's been.
unpoised and acting irrational, it's the time off.
How do you do this? It's not even like a minute into the episode, and I have to cancel you immediately. Which, by the way, for those of you who don't know, this is the cancel buzzer, which it kind of segues into my topic, where I was going to talk about rewatching old podcast videos. So the buzzer was originally supposed to be the Alex buzzer.
Yes.
And it was called the Alex buzzer, but it has turned into the cancel buzzer because you decided you wanted to cancel me too. And as I was watching rewatching the old podcast videos, I thought it was so funny.
I just want to cancel your stories.
Yes, you did. Listen, episode 3. All right, flashback for the editors. Episode 3. You canceled everything I said.
Because they deserve to be canceled.
They didn't deserve to be
canceled. Put in a garbage.
Listen.
Burned in a garbage compactor.
I have a witness.
Sound on fire. When we talk about arson, everything she's talking about.
Stop it. No, we're not talking about arson. We're talking about illegal shit on here. Like...
arson is a word, unless you act on it. Jesus Christ.
But you're bringing it up and pointing at him like that. Don't do that. That's the worst thing you can do when you say the word arson. Did I hear like having some secret exchange? Like, yeah. Like,
yo, that's my blood.
It's like done. I'm done.
All right.
So I was rewatching old episodes, and I just found it so funny how like I was so fresh and I was so new and I was so excited. And then you just see like the chaos ensue of just like the shocked reactions to Alex.
The peaceful, happy, fun-loving bee.
I was like so excited.
She's gone. She's not with us anymore. She's like, every time she watches her shift, this guy. What do you mean I'm fucking boring? You don't even know me, brother. All right? And he's like, Edward, if I didn't work for the government.
No, I would not.
Don't lie for us.
No, literally right before we even started filming,
you're not looking.
I'm setting up I'm setting up the topics, and then you were saying, what did you do here? And I was like, I didn't do immediately, because I was just like, don't you start with me. I'm like, done. Instantly done. I'm just fed up right off the bat. No, but it was just fun to watch because I was like, oh my god, we were so fresh and new. We didn't really know each other that well. And then as we got to know each other, we just got more and more shocked. And then now we're just like used to it.
Yeah, we recently reviewed all the videos.
Yeah.
Because we got like a short thing, and we'll mention that a little bit later, but we got a short thing. So we reviewed all the videos, and it's nonsense, guys. We've been at this for a while, and the editing's getting better. Season 2, you guys should expect a whole different genre and look come season 2.
Don't hype us up too much.
I'm hyping us up. I'm gang. Black guys. We're hyped.
Possibly
we're in it.
Disappointed.
I'm like my father.
Okay, that's just sad. I can't even cancel you for that. That's just sad.
That was uncancelable. That's what I'm going for this year. I'm going for a lewd, obnoxious, but uncancelable. You can't even attach it. I'll be like, go ahead. Tell me it wasn't sad.
Yeah, there's nothing I can say.
Good for you. Good for you. My dad's alive and well, by the way, guys. That was her assuming that he left.
I didn't assume anything. We had this whole episode, I don't know, episode 11. You told me about your father. I know this. Oh, God. What do you mean my who?
He's coming right now. Paul's on his way. He's doing just fine.
Your father. I don't
You've never met Paul?
No. Wait, Paul's your father? He's not your father. He's your father?
Let me guess. Because he's not black. You're assuming he's not.
No, but you talked about someone
Guys,
else.
Who's my dad? What's his name? Go say it quick.
Episode 11. What?
What's his real name?
Everybody knows that Paul's his dad. It's just whether or not Paul admits that he's his son.
Okay.
Excuse me? Wait, what the because that's...
Wait, then who is the
Wait, stop. What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Wait, what?
Wait, what? What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
We all know it depends on Paul's mood.
Really? Is that what he does?
He's right.
Oh my god!
It's all right.
Well, listen, To be fair, you have never introduced Paul to
owns-
me as your father.
He
You're
claims.
like, here's
hey,
Paul.
hold
I'm
on.
like, cool. Talk.
He-
I've never once has he said you're his son.
Hey, yeah, because he claims me like your people used to.
Oh my god.
Like he still does. Go ahead, cancel it. Oh, all right. So you're.
Anyways, so anyways, but that's not the guy you were talking about in episode 11.
Yeah, isn't it?
With your mother? The abuse?
What?
Do you know? We had that.
None of my fathers
flashback. I'm gonna
abused
tell you-
my mom.
No, you said the physical violence. Physical violence.
My mom? Ooh,
Something
when? What are
related
you
to-
talking
There
about?
was a whole discussion. Remember, we had the questions. What's up?
Sorry.
Hi, Jordan. Hi. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hopefully, we can have the chibi character of him when he's talking too.
That'd be
I'm gonna
great.
get
I hope
done.
that we have
I'm
all
gonna
of it.
try to get that all done.
All right.
Anyways, go on.
I think one of the buttons should be flashback for this season.
Oh yeah. Once upon a time. No, I will show you the video.
Yo.
Hold on.
Time in sandbox.
Hold on. Do you remember a time? Wait, let's hear it. Do you remember a time? If you want a flashback, hit
Yeah,
that button.
I will.
Boom!
All right.
God,
So
I'm
right
a
now,
fucking genius.
definitely episode 11 or something flashback. But you talked about someone else. It definitely wasn't
It
Paul.
was definitely what nobody's ever abused my mom.
No man is brave enough.
No
He said
man.
physical violence. I don't know what that means. Was
It,
that
well,
towards
that
you?
mean
Was
that.
that towards you?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
So that- was that Paul?
Sure. Your guess is good as mine.
Listen,
I just remember it happening, but it was like a haze
were
of
you
white and
lying
black.
to me the whole time? That
No,
whole
it happened.
exercise- Okay.
It happened.
All right.
It happened. I'm just saying.
Just remember back then everything was in black.
It was yeah, man.
Everything
know?
was a what?
Black and white, and
Oh.
color TVs. You know what I'm talking about, huh?
What do you know that I don't know?
It's okay. Let's move on.
Oh
Let's
my
move
god.
on.
All right.
We good?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
We
Let's
good?
move on.
Just
move on.
know that the episodes got rewatched. We see where we went wrong. We see what we could do better, and that is really a relative term when you're talking about Derailed, the
Yeah.
podcast. And just expect greatness this season because this is gonna be.
It'll be a little better.
I'm in rare form. I don't know if you see, we've got T-shirts. That's pretty hot. You know what
Which
I
are racist, by the way, because
You know what? We'll get to it. You know what?
Yeah.
Let's not skip to it. We'll get to it.
well,
We'll get to
you
it.
introduced
No,
it.
it's okay. It's okay.
segued. All right.
You know what? Fine. It's fine. Let's segue into it. Okay.
Racist shirts.
First and foremost, it's my goddamn house. Okay. I choose what the white people wear in here. I mean,
But I come
the
in
paint. The
and
paint.
I notice how the only white people here wearing the white shirts, everyone else wearing black shirts. So I was like, so white people wearing white shirts.
Okay. So, standard legal answer. That was all that was left. That's the standard legal
Get the
answer.
leftovers.
Illegal answer. I chose no. Oh, come on. Hear me out.
Why would you give the illegal answer live?
I do everything live.
But I'm not white.
Mhm. It'll all get settled in court.
White passing.
But I'm not white.
White passing.
Tell that to a color chart.
You got white skin.
What, the one from 1976?
Holy. Okay.
All right.
let's,
what were you saying?
we were just talking about shirts.
Yeah.
So we got looks. It's our first size. Is like our first size run of shirts and merch, guys. We're gonna get colors. We're gonna get hoodies. That's not actually a tank top, but we're gonna
I
get
know, I
tank top.
just
Stand
feel
up.
like
Let's
it's
see your
hot.
belly. Switch. Some sort of tank top. Let you guys see it. But we'll have the shirts, and then once it's going, we'll talk about money. But the team's got to get it first because we're better. Like not than you, but
Oh my
everyone
God.
you know.
Why are you saying these things?
Jesus
Why are
Christ.
you doing this? Alright.
But they look amazing. Our guy Jordan.
Okay,
And
but
stop.
Sure.
Stop.
I didn't record his reaction.
Stop.
But what is a spice bun? Tell me. You were gonna answer
Oh.
that for me here.
I'm not gonna lie. So until you didn't know what it was, I didn't realize it was such a black thing, but it's deeply black.
Mm-hmm.
Not just the colored bun. I'm talking about its origins. It's deeply black. Because when I went to Jamaica back in
Yeah.
February, they sold it in every store. Of course,
Oh yes.
this was regular. The fact that you didn't know what it was just blew my mind a little bit. It's
Yeah, I don't think I've
delicious.
ever seen it like in
It's
stores
delicious.
or
What
have
is it
not
that you're
noticed
allergic to
it.
eating? So you don't eat bread.
Yeah.
So then you
Well,
probably,
I eat gluten-free bread, but like if
spice
it has
bun.
wheat or something in it,
Spice bun is not
yeah,
gluten free.
yeah, probably not.
The blacks were not thinking about gluten when they made.
I mean,
the bun.
even in Poland, most things are not gluten-free. It's
But
all
they-
bread
I'm
and
telling you,
potatoes.
The blacks weren't thinking about
Why do
gluten.
you say the blacks? Isn't that offensive?
To who?
Isn't that supposed to be an offensive term?
Do you mean it offensively?
No, I'm just asking.
Then we're fine. I'm
Oh,
good. I'm good.
you're good.
Doesn't
Okay,
bother me.
I'm pretty
Blacks,
sure most people
good.
don't like
Thumbs up.
your thumbs
You.
up.
Yep.
You're saying no. I feel like you're lying.
What
Okay.
are you talking about? I'm being real.
Really? Okay. No, but there's okay. Well, I'll tell you about that later.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
that's
Cool.
fine.
Here we got something about Jock and hot dogs.
Wait, what? So
Can
you
we,
still didn't tell me what a spice bun is, though.
Oh,
But
my bad.
actually,
Oh,
I asked.
I had moved the on straight. Hold on. Stop.
Straight
So
up didn't explain
it's just like bread. It's spice bun. It's bread bun.
spices.
That's like it's flavored. It's sweet. It's really sweet.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
flavored in it.
Think of raisin bread without the raisins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then
Oh.
we add cheese to it. I think it's a poor people thing, and that's all we had. Oh, it's not. Oh,
It's so poor
oh, that's
people.
just my assumption because it's sold like candy on the poorest island I know.
I mean, you know what's funny? Actually, I used to think the same thing about my mom's sandwiches, where she would literally just make bread with butter and put like a
Your
piece
mom,
of-
bitch.
No, like, what? Can I tell my story? Why is he even laughing? I need to finish what I'm fucking saying.
Yo, your mom's being cheap, and so are the people of Jamaica.
No, listen, I want to say something. I thought that, like, I always thought that the way that my mom and grandma made my sandwiches was a poor people thing because we were poor. Because we would just do bread, butter, and then if anything, sometimes like a slice of like turkey or something. Can I finish my story?
Did you forget what this means?
I know what this
We're
is,
like-
but I'm mid
Buddy, we're like 20 minutes in, and
Buddy,
I'm so sober. It's
you-
stressing me out. Okay?
I'm trying to finish the fucking story, guys. Why is your hand up?
You're sick.
Oh,
But I didn't
Wah.
finish what I said.
Tito's. Sha, 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 sha.
No, I just wanted to say the last thing I was gonna say is I always thought it was a poor person thing.
It is a poor
I would joke about it, but every poor
Nothing to
person
joke about,
I've
it's pretty
met
sad.
makes their sandwiches this same way.
They're
I'm- and they're
poor,
not
and it's not a
poor.
joke.
They are not poor.
You just
And-
see
and
me
this is-
put government cheese in bread.
I'm not talking about your
My
spicy
bank
bun.
account is empty. Stay with
Buddy.
me.
Listen,
All
I'm
right. All right.
I'm trying
All
to
right.
say some people just like it that way.
Poor and government cheese.
They just like simple
Who
meals.
likes it that
What are
way?
you okay, Jordan, say what you have to say. I don't want to listen to you.
Oh yeah, poor bread is definitely simple, my
Shut
friend.
So you don't really need nothing else as long as you have your hard dough bread.
Oh my god.
I used to get bullied at
Oh my
school for this
You
shit.
still be getting bullied for
Like-
this.
You don't really need nothing else.
I don't mean it like that. Like
Bro,
You
you
know
doing
what?
it like that.
you're right.
Get
I
outta
do mean
here.
it. I'm not even gonna backtrack. I mean that shit all the way. Don't bring that shit to
No,
school.
but legit, like I didn't know. I was a child. My parents made this for me. Everyone's making fun of me. They're like, "Where's the lettuce? Where's the tomato? Where's like everything? Like
Lettuce
everything
too
has
much.
to be a
That's too-
sandwich."
Those kids don't know about real hard times.
That-
Those
yeah.
were the days.
What?
Boy, no lights and butter and cheese.
All right. I
Wait,
don't
what are
know
we talking
you're
about?
All right, let's move on. Because I feel like you are in your own fucking world right now. Like talking to himself and it's not a discussion.
Yo!
All right, someone pass the mic to Jacques, please, because he had this
Yeah, he
whole
had some
thing
shit about hot dogs to
that
talk
he was
about.
gonna say to us.
So I'm mad interested. Because Jacques doesn't really speak. So if he's got a joke
It's not a joke. It's like it's a philosophical question.
about hot dogs,
You'll see.
It's stupid.
Nice.
So, what's the definition of like a sandwich? What would you think sandwich is?
Jordan puts up his hand.
All right. Wait, yo, if you don't have the mic, Mike, you can't
Yeah,
give
you
your
can't
story.
talk. You can't talk without the mic.
Definition of a sandwich is something between two slices of bread.
I mean,
All right. Okay.
So, with that logic, is a hot dog a sandwich?
is a hot dog a sandwich? No, because a hot dog bun doesn't technically separate. It's split to some degree, but I believe you require.
Some hot dog buns.
Let
are
me
separate.
finish.
Oh, wow.
Need it to be fully separate. If you fully separate it intentionally and then put the hot dog, that's a sandwich.
Right,
Sandwich.
what,
You know what I mean?
what blasphemy are you fucking saying right
talking
now?
about?
It's not a sandwich.
Yo, bro,
I've had this argument with Jacques
a
so many
hot
times.
dog is
There
a
are so
glizzy
many
between wheat.
So with that logic, then
Do you consider what are other like?
You're about to give me yes. Then you say no.
No, I guess a taco doesn't count because it's like
No.
one.
so hey, a second.
There's a hot dog, exactly.
No, I know. That's what I was trying to think. What's up?
Is cereal a soup?
Stop!
Hold on.
Soup?
No. Hold the fuck on. Listen to me.
No!
Listen to me. Listen here. If the first of all, if you warm the milk, you're a fucking serial killer. So by that, yes, it is a
Why
soup
would you
if you
say
warm the
that?
milk, but you are a fucking monster. You need to be put away real time.
Cold soup. What do you
Finish debating that.
Huh?
soups?
Oh, wait,
There's
hold on.
cold-
Did you just try to cold soup?
Yeah, you know there are soups that are not hot.
Like what?
Like what? Gazpacho?
You made that up.
No, I know that there are soups that
You
are
made
not
that up.
hot. I didn't make it up. Huh? So the whole audience can name them.
And you're wrong.
No, I'm not. I'm right. The chef told me I am right.
Yeah.
The chef.
You're regularly wrong.
I am regularly right, and this
Hold
is
on.
the fact
Yeah.
of the show.
You're regularly wrong. He thinks he's black.
No, he
These
doesn't.
guys haven't actually
When-
graduated high school yet. He just got here. Jacques not saying anything. and
Jordan
Jordan's the
agreed
one
with
talking.
me.
You take,
Not in his head. Mike,
hang on a second here. Yeah, cold soup. She is 100% correct on that. Technically, cereal is a soup because this thing's served in a liquid. So it could be a soup or a stew, depending on how many marshmallows are in it. Thirdly, if I start eating a hot dog and halfway through my hot dog, my bun splits, does it become a sandwich?
it does not.
Oh,
It
God.
does not.
Yeah,
I have
fam,
ascended.
I don't even know what to say about all that.
Yes, pass the mic on.
I have another question to add on to this whole pile of debates. Is the ocean a soup?
Yo, you know what?
I
See,
think it has to be in a
I think
bowl.
I already asked this question one time, but since we're asking crazy, stupid stuff, guys, if a handicapped kid falls in the forest and no
Stop.
one's around to hear it, is it still sad? Answer that! Answer that!
Oh, handicapped.
Yeah, Mike! Yeah! Spectrum, fine!
Well, what level? What level?
What with these motherfuckers?
Spectrum.
You're gonna break that fucking button.
I never break the fucking button with you.
And the follow-up question. What national?
What?
We're not going there. Move on. Move the fuck on. Next.
Yo.
Next. Shut
Gag
up.
side or
Shut up.
disfigurement?
Okay, so
Cutting that out. You are insane.
You ain't at the editor. You can't cut it
Cut
out.
it out, please. And thank
wait, an Asian
Mike, stop talking
flopping on.
when you're here. You're supposed to behave.
Yo.
Not sign that disclaimer today. I'm free.
You've had that disclaimer since day one.
No, new season. No, wasn't in my.
New season does not change the contract.
You and your sweaty ass.
Sweaty Butt Chronicles.
Work on it. Sweaty ass Chronicles B edition. It's first of all,
That's another thing I was thinking I'm gonna timestamp. at
really
some point.
really quick, that would sell in certain parts of the internet. You know that.
I don't want that.
Huh?
This is
I don't want
this
it.
is literally
Yo,
the
yo,
violation of my contract.
I
at
don't
this
want
point.
I don't want it either, but the people might need it.
No, they do not need it. They can have the Sweaty Butt Chronicles, but they cannot have whatever it is you're thinking.
He goes
You're not allowed to talk. You have no mic.
I could sell that. I could sell that on a T-shirt.
Let's not
Okay.
do this. All right.
Like a bad
Sweaty
Speaking of
podcast.
soap opera, there was that idea I told you. I have to talk to you about
Yeah.
that with my family.
Okay,
All
so
this. All right.
why have you traveled?
So the reason I haven't traveled, I'm starting to realize that I think there's another force at work on this planet that is actually preventing me from traveling. And so I
Do
was
you have a
gonna,
passport?
I do. So I'm gonna break this down for you,
And
right?
why can't you travel?
So I'm gonna break it down for you.
Okay.
All right. So the first few times that I had the option to travel, it was like trips in school from New York, whatever. I was poor, couldn't pay for it. It was like $300. Mom was like, no. Mom is scared of traveling. Another thing.
Good for her.
Family doesn't travel. On top of it, didn't have money. We couldn't go anywhere. Then I had another chance to travel when I was dating someone who lived in the US. It was long distance.
Okay.
He was gonna drive me to Chicago so that we could have like
Don't do that.
what?
Don't do this.
I didn't do it. I'm telling you the story.
Oh yeah.
Of
No,
why
no,
I
but don't-
haven't traveled. What do you
Nobody,
think
no one
happened?
voluntarily goes to the Windy City, Chi-Town after the lights. Come on,
I've
man.
always wanted to go to Chicago.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, your skin tone might allow it, but I can't go to Chicago.
Oh, that's rough. I'm
Where
sorry.
Kanye West came from?
What if I came with you? Would it help?
I think it'll get me beat up more.
Really?
Yeah, man, and you won't be able to help me because
I can help. Listen, I'm
Wendy, Wendy,
because we've established.
Wendy City, go and get your cheesesteak and get.
okay. Anyways, so whatever. But this was like years ago. I don't know how it was like years ago. I know that I hear that Chicago's pretty bad in general.
It's the worst city in the states.
Right now,
Yeah, currently.
or has it been
I
like
did,
that for a long
I
time?
did,
Because this was like 10 years ago or something.
I don't know. It's been
Yeah.
like that for a while. I did a protection for news.
Yeah.
They were hands down. They're like Chicago's the worst city in our states.
Yeah.
It's been changed to St. Louis, Missouri.
You made
I
that
mean,
up.
it changes
No,
often,
You
right?
made that up. St. Louis is now the worst.
Oh, talk about
I did the protection thing for that trucker thing. How long ago was that?
like Chicago's.
That was like
Huh?
a year ago, wasn't it?
That was like a year or two ago.
But it changes frequently. Like there was a town fully abandoned in where is it?
Anyways, let's just
there's a fully
agree.
abandoned town in the US.
Let's
I
just
just saw
agree that places like
because it
Baltimore,
was like a lot of crime.
Chicago,
Okay.
don't visit these places for
But
fun.
this was 10 years ago, so I don't know if it was that bad back then. I feel like it wasn't because I wasn't hearing this stuff back then. But anyway, so I had the chance, but then we broke up before it happened. Then I told you that whole story with my ex, or no, I told the story with Z, and you were in the audience, being you. And so I was telling
Wait,
this story.
He's like, whoa,
Listen,
he's
I'll
not supposed to be. Don't fucking skip
You
over
didn't
that.
do it. What do
You
you mean?
need
That's
being-
you know what I'm talking
Like
about.
being black?
No. You
Oh, okay,
being
that's fine.
you.
Continue.
Why always go into that? Okay, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, the story with my ex where he did that whole thing where he said he had a surprise for me.
It always goes there because I'm ethically self-conscious.
Listen, listen, Alex.
I'm
Let me finish my
ethically
story.
conscious. Whenever I think you're talking about my blackness, I get triggered or something.
Okay, I'm sorry. Not trying to trigger you. I'm just mean you as in you, Alex.
Yo, dog, I'm with you.
Stop fucking with me. Okay, stop talking.
Okay.
I'm just saying what I have to say. So then I had that, you know this story. It was the one where he was like, I have a surprise for you. And then he was like, I'm going to Chicago. And I'm like, that's great. That's
I
not
never
a
saw that.
surprise for me. You don't
I never
remember
heard.
this story? Okay, whatever. Anyway, so he didn't take me with him. And then any other potential trips were screwed that way.
I'm sorry, I don't want to get too lost. What are we talking about now?
I'm talking about why you haven't traveled in the forces at work.
Oh, I
Because
remember.
you guys-
Continue, say no more.
Yeah, because people
Go ahead.
keep always asking me, they're like, how have you not traveled? I'm just saying, every time I planned a trip, I planned a road trip, everyone big. What the are you doing right now?
I move this. Let's move on.
Wow.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. You could have summed that up with
You
I
know-
never
you
traveled.
know,
You
you
could have summed that up with
You
like
know,
2
you
words.
could make it more interesting by saying something worthwhile.
Wait, say like it's not worthwhile.
Not when you buzz me and you have nothing to say.
Hey,
What about you traveling? You could say something
buddy,
in
I
response.
travel for a living.
Exactly.
But it's a boring story. That's nothing to tell.
Oh,
Maybe it's
okay.
hot like before. I don't know, dinner or
All right,
something.
you know what? Move on
Like-
to the next topic then.
Interesting story I heard him come back with recently about his travels is the cheesecake episode.
Wait, what?
Oh, a cake on the plane.
What?
Oh, that I can give you guys that story if you want it. I can.
What is
Red velvet cake on a plane. Yeah, go ahead.
What's happening?
Could have finished that by saying you were broke.
No.
It was, yeah, she's gonna sum that shit up. There was no need to tell us all of that. We don't-
No, you're actually pissing me off because it was going to segue into another topic about the government shutdown, which is why I said there were forces at work where I couldn't travel. And I was like trying to give
Government
examples.
shut down. COVID, you mean?
Yeah, there is a government. There's going to be a government. What?
I traveled the most through COVID.
Did you?
You
Nice.
probably shouldn't say that. Probably shouldn't have said
So
that.
you're the actual super spreader.
You're not supposed to travel during COVID.
Had COVID 3 times.
Oh my God. Yeah, you shouldn't admit that on camera.
Actually, actually, I do want to tell that story. That's a
What
that's a decent
story?
story. So,
Will you know this story?
no, hell no. What? I just met this guy. What are you doing? I'm talking. I'm talking. So, just we're talking about traveling, right?
Yeah.
So, you know what kind of job I do with the removal stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways, we go for removal. We're going to So
yeah, you
we
mentioned that.
we get the person we're sending away, and we load the plane with us. We load the plane with him. CBSA turns him over into our custody. We get him the seat. This guy knows what he's doing. He waits until the plane's full, and then he starts screaming, they're gonna kill me, they're gonna torture me. His point is he knows if he causes enough ruckus, the captain will kick us off the plane.
Yeah, yeah.
He won't go home.
Yeah.
Let me take you back about 30 minutes. I saw that big vending machine in which they sell cake in. Bought myself some
Oh, is this what he's talking
Hold
about?
on. Bought
Okay.
myself some red velvet cake.
Okay.
Let's take it
You
back to
can
the
buy
trend.
red velvet cake in
I
those?
swear to God, like you put
That's
you put like $10 in, it spits out a big chunk of
That's
red velvet cake.
crazy.
I got it for us and I got it for him. You know, I was trying to be nice to him. So I sat down and I was about to start eating the red velvet cake when he would start yelling.
Oh.
So me and my partner, we gotta detain him, take
Yeah.
him to the back, detain him, whatever. We call CBSA, they have to come back and get us.
Yeah.
Now we've got to leave in a rush. CBSA is like, we gotta go right now. They grab him, go. My partner's going, I again had the spread with the cake. So while all these sons are recording, and the CBSA look tough with their guns, and my partner has his backpack, I got my backpack and cake. And,
You had the cake. Oh
and
my
I'm there, and they're recording me like, son of a bitch, I'm gonna be on 6
No cake left behind.
Look like an asshole. I didn't think I was gonna start yelling. I was about to enjoy the game.
You're like, I'm not leaving without my.
That was $10. I'm not going to Dubai anymore. I'm at least keeping the cake. Them.
Bro, I need to animate that.
Oh,
That's
that's-
no,
Oh, good
but
times.
what I was segueing into was
Yeah.
how, like, generally when COVID happened, right? That was around when I planned to start traveling. Didn't travel. Didn't get to. Then afterwards, now I'm like starting to think I want to travel. So I have this whole trip planned in November. I wanted to go to Miami. And then I have this on the news, and I wanted to talk about it because I'd never heard of this before, and actually even Jacques was surprised I never heard of this. Apparently they were warning of a government shutdown in the US. Now I'm gonna pull up the article because I know I'm gonna butcher it without double checking this, but it has something to do with them not paying their debts or something, that they went over budget or something. But
You're gonna get triggered if I buzz you.
yes, I will.
Do we need to see the article? Like, let's
No.
keep it about you. I don't give a damn.
No,
about
I'm just
anything else.
looking, and it just weirds me out because I'm hearing different things about it, and I don't know if you've ever heard
It's
of
okay.
the
I'm
government
listening.
shutdown.
I'm listening.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever heard of a government shutdown, but it's like it says something. Hold on, when Congress fails to enact the 12th annual appropriation bill,
Yeah. the
federal
government shutdown.
agencies cease all non-essential functions, and apparently there were things on the news
Fun
that
fact:
were
this
stating.
happens like once a year.
Apparently, I didn't know this. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
they
So
were-
I'm really
yeah.
I'm fairly versed on US thing. It just happens. So if they
but they said it might affect flights and things like that. Was what I was.
it
reading.
just
would
so
happen?
long and short is their federal government.
Yeah.
Their federal government. So all their federal workers stop working until whatever it is that. So whether it's a budget or whatever
Yeah.
comes back into play. And so anything that would be affected by that. So like think about like government checks, all that stuff, all that's affected. Everything stops.
But they would stop working, right?
They stop working. So,
So would that
anything
mean-
that can be affected by a government worker working.
You're
ceases.
encroaching me again.
Ah,
You're
Don't-
man spreading.
do me a solid. Don't use the word encroach.
Okay.
Like not like this. Not where we're such
You're
a
man spreading.
tight. You know what I mean? Anyways,
Anyways.
I'm here.
So okay, so but it would affect flights in that way because they would
So
stop
long as short, you're
working,
not
right?
going.
Huh?
So if I sum this up, you're not going.
Well, I don't know now because everyone says it happens and that like by November
So
maybe it would.
How
I
about
would
we
be
put a
able
pin
to.
in this?
Yeah.
I want to know if you make it or not.
I will let you know.
Cool.
But but the thing is this has happened before where literally all trains were like canceled for something when I had a train ticket to go to Montreal, but I mean I've been to Montreal, so it's not a big deal. But like this happens to me all the time where like I finally plan a trip and it just feels like more and more is happening. Then there was the whole what was it, the hurricane or whatever in Miami too that happened, and then I was kind of like I'm a little worried. Like I don't know if I should go
Miami.
anymore.
Gotcha, buddy.
I really want to go, but I'm like scared. But
I
that
would stay. I would stay away from the U.S. I don't even know if your white powers will keep you
my
safe
point.
these days.
But
The black powers definitely ain't working anymore.
Yeah.
That's run right
It's
out.
true.
About 4 years ago.
no, I am actually scared of going to the US because but I want to go because I have an aunt in Miami that I didn't know about. I have family all over the world, and this is something I was going to tell you, but I can't say it live. So it's
Then we'll talk
yeah,
about
we'll
that
talk
later.
about it. But I do have
Let's-
family all over the world, and I wanted to visit this aunt, and I wanted to see some friends in Miami, and I was like, this is going to be fun, but now I'm scared.
Yeah. Go ahead. I don't know if you should.
Okay.
I got a
all
fun
right.
joke for you.
What?
Did you know that Jesus had a car?
Okay, what is this? What are you talking about? This started
So
because I
it
said
is-
Jesus backwards me is sausage. And then he was like, you know, Jesus had a car. I'm like, what are you
Yo,
talking about?
first of all,
It is-
first of all, my mind's blown. Sausage.
Sausage.
That's,
Sausage.
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
He said it in the Bible. He does not speak on his own accord.
Stop it. No. Not the model. No.
Of that, right? When the Lord says in the Bible, don't use his name in vain. So every time you call it Howard, you're pissing him off.
Wait, what?
Sorry.
No, because in the Bible it says, Howard be thy name.
We have to throw you
The name Howard is the most.
it's hollow.
Bible jokes.
Howard.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
Anyways,
The next-
sneaking Z into Vanguard.
I don't know if we should even talk about
What do we? Vanguard. Not fun. Vanguard. Thank you.
Vanguard
Seriously,
is great.
we were great. We were there.
Very-
So we hope to see you guys next year.
Can I just say how stressful it was for me
Was it
to
Vanguard?
go there? No, to get listen, this you don't know what happened. You were asleep during this. So
Or what?
this whole situation, remember Jordan, where I was trying to figure out what was going on. So, oh yeah, Jordan, what do you want to say?
I just want it to be known that going, when we're going, what we're wearing, how many folks is showing up, all of that stuff. This guy was closing his eyes.
Yeah, he was dead asleep. Dead asleep.
What are we talking about?
The Vanguard pre-party
On the Saturday.
when we showed up at the
The
end.
Saturday? Yeah, the Saturday night. The Saturday night.
Uh-huh.
It was the pre-party.
Oh yeah, I was asleep.
Yeah,
We're sleeping.
That's what I'm trying to say. So listen, I had I get zero details, and I'm like,
Super
all
quick.
right, when I show up, what do I do? What do I say?
In case
And-
this isn't super clear, guys. There are very few benefits to being the team leader of this team. Very few. But one of the key benefits is that I often just pass work off to these guys.
Yep.
I'll be in the corner. Hold on. Let me finish. I'll be in the corner to sleep. When you figure it out, come get me. Till then,
So let me just say.
let's lower our voices because I'm trying to sleep.
Oh my god, you're not trying to sleep right now.
No. I'm talking about how I normally.
Oh,
operate
okay, I
with
thought you were
guys.
interrupting
You
me,
guys
shushing
are,
me.
and
I'm
you
like,
and you guys are really good about it. Actually, thank
Yeah,
you,
we're
Jordan.
great.
Seriously, B.
listen, I had the panic attack of my life. Let me just tell you what happened at the front.
I had
so
the best snap I've ever had in years.
He showed up, no worries. I showed up early. We showed up. The address, let me just say, looked like a fucking abandoned warehouse with like apartments and people out in their pajamas.
That's what it,
drinking
because that's what it
alcohol.
was.
I'm like, where am I?
That in the
This
games.
is where it is. I'm a little confused. And then when I look at the address, it's like the whole area. So we were like, and then we see people dressed up all fancy walking by. We're like, where are you guys going? They're like, oh, we're going to the Vanguard. It's just around the corner. I'm like, thank you. So then me and Z are going, and then I found out on the way there that there's a fucking guest list.
A what?
A guest list.
We made that up.
No, there
Yo.
was a guest list. I will tell you what happened.
Look, man, we got there, said we were on the list.
That's
I
right.
watched
They
that
didn't
chick at the
believe me.
door look at this piece of paper. I know my name wasn't on. None of our names were on it. Did they give us media passes? You bet your sweet ass they did.
Listen. Listen. No, that was not my experience. You want to know my fucking experience? All right? I show up with Z after I had asked Alex if I can invite Z. He's like, yeah, why not? Then I get told by Jordan there's a guest list. I'm like, well, Z's not on the guest list. What do we do? And he says, oh, say you're like this guy who's supposed to be on the list who's not going. We're like, okay, show up, give him my name, give Z's name, And then I say, we're with Sandbox Media Group. They're looking at the list. They're like, you're not on the list. And I'm like, we're supposed to be. And then I started arguing with the freaking guy. I'm like, oh, I gave my name. And he was giving me random names on the list. And I was saying no, because I'm like, what if those people show up and we get kicked out? I don't know how big this is. I don't know. And then you told me to say we're on, I don't want to say the name. I don't like, but we're on this guy's specific list. I kept saying it over and over. And then I was on the phone with Jordan panicking. They're not fucking letting me in. All right.
Can I say something?
And then while I'm on the phone, some guy, I don't know who he was, came out and he's asking what's going on. And then the guy tells him something, I don't know, Sandbox, and he's like, oh, let them in. And then that's when we got in.
Can I say something? And this is
stressful.
This is becoming truer and truer. When we get to like front doors, we kind of just like, I don't want to say muscle our way in or just shit talking, and like, I don't think we're supposed to be like, when we connect with these groups or these people who invite us, you know what? I like that term. It's good, but that's not what we are. I don't think that these groups, a lot of these things, like, they're like, oh, there's a list and you'll be on it. We get there, there's never a list, but they're going to let us in. What they don't know is they're going to let us in. They always let us in. Went to the club last night, wasn't on the list, but they let us in.
They never let me in. I literally go in confidently saying
I need to stop showing up before we do. I know we're late.
You guys were like 2 hours. You guys were there for the last half hour.
You should try it.
You told me to go and how could we have mingled and drank and covered the event in a half hour for a 3-hour event?
How did you do that before we arrived?
I was doing it. I was mingling. Remember we were talking with that woman with
you
that
had no cards, you had no cameras?
I have her her phone number, her personal phone number she gave me because I bought the bracelets when you guys were sleeping and slacking off. Well, you were sleeping and slacking off.
First of all, when I sleep, I'm not slacking. I'm sleeping for real.
Let's move on from this. I'm just saying it was a stressful experience. And next time, you guys just text me when you're there.
Try leisurely getting there.
I lived really close to that.
Walk in, drag your butt in, and just kind of get in.
Anyways,
make yourself look like a guy.
You next time.
Yeah,
that's not what you said. Y'all were like, "Oh, go there, go mingle."
We're lying. Look at Jordan's skin. He's lying.
Look at. Why are you lumping him in with you?
And this don't involve me.
Jordan doesn't have a driver's license. I go. Jordan goes. If I'm lying, he's lying as well. That's what I'm trying to say.
Let Jordan.
I'm lying. I tried to wake your sleeping beauty ass up.
Oh, he was trying to help.
First of all, thank you. Second of all, you can't wake up genius. It just kind of gets it. It knows what time it is.
What?
It knows what time it is. It's like, oh, 9 p.m. work time. Yeah.
I'm over this. Okay, so we snuck in.
You try to cancel you.
No, yeah. All right, revenge. All right, let's move on.
Me.
You railed shorts. So this is a little bit just more on what to expect coming up in between the new seasons.
Yes.
As of Tuesday, so today's October the 7th. As of Tuesday, you know what day?
That's
10.
My God,
10.
That's the last day of my vacation.
We will be releasing a short every day to every other day on all our social medias. We're gonna see how long we can maintain that.
Yeah.
I think we should be able to maintain it, but
hopefully.
We hope the algorithm gods will thank us. So, please be sure to support and like that, because
this is gonna be fun.
There's a lot of nights editing. Fun
Drunk
nights.
You edit.
Drunk off my ass. Oh,
I hope that doesn't reflect it.
Barely sit on the
barely sitting up straight. But it's some of my best work yet, if I have to say so myself.
A lot of artists are like that.
Yeah, I swear to God, did you guys see Shaq Fall? That was my best work.
Jackson Pollock always painted drunk. He was wasted out of his mind.
And
but made amazing, beautiful.
But what my man produced,
that
was true beauty.
Got famous.
It was true beauty.
Yeah. And then he died, I think, drinking behind the wheel or something. He died drunk driving.
I'll try not to follow in that part of his footsteps. But everything before it, that man had it correct.
Yeah, okay.
He had it correct.
What's that?
Huh?
He died from crashing or from medical
I can't remember. It was something related to
I choose to think it's crashing.
Poisoning. It
Please
was
stop.
Something from what he wants.
Because I know where this is gonna go. You guys are gonna talk about health. I'm fine.
The next topic I do really want to talk about, in depth, because it's something that I don't think we'll get to.
Should kids be allowed in children's?
Yes. So
Yep.
this is actually something that a lot of people have been talking about, and I talked with Jacques about on the way here. So yeah, so this has been a topic. It's been hot, especially with a lot of Disney actors or Nickelodeon actors, like nowadays coming out about all the abuse and all the crazy that happened when they were
Good
kids.
times.
You know, and you're seeing the effects of like,
Good
stop
times.
saying good.
Good times
You're
for me.
No,
for
why?
me. While they were slaving away, I was having a good watch. Good times. Jesus Christ. Just stay with the
And you don't
context.
feel
Poor rich Disney kids. Oh,
All the cocaine at 16.
all right. Anyways, I'll let you dig your own hole. So as this is coming out, this brings up. Stop laughing at your own joke.
I can't. It's so funny.
imagine those shoots, eh? Can you do your next line? Sure.
Oh my gosh. Jesus Christ.
Mike, you can't have the mic.
Oh, next line. I got it. Yo, okay, B, go. We're listening. We're
You're being
listening.
very rude. All right. So, this just brings up the topic, and it was something that I was talking with Jacques about, where he was saying how, you know, in the UK, so we kind of there's this impression that the US is probably the worst for this, especially because it seems like in the UK it's a little different, and maybe in other countries, but there is a lot of exploitation of kids, and it's something I was thinking about too, where should kids even
exploitation. We're for this. We're against
No,
this.
we're against it.
I'm sorry.
Alex!
I've been drinking. You.
No, I'm sorry.
Not enough for you to say things like that.
You cannot cancel the Mickey Mouse
That's like 2 shots.
Clubhouse.
Huh?
You can't cancel Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Where would we be without
That
him?
still exists. I'm pretty sure it's done.
There'd be no Britney Spears for us to be laughing at. You know, Timberlake.
Talk about it.
I would be fine with
Preach.
that. After
Speak
finding
on your
out-
truth.
No, after finding out about everything they've gone through, I would be totally okay with that, because personally, I think it's messed up that, you know, the parents do, like, they exploit their children and they allow these things to happen, or they're not, you know, like, or even the ones that did it, like, there are parents that might have not been aware of it. I'm not saying all of them were exploiting them,
Hear me out.
but in the end, no, I'm not done my point.
No, I'm gonna let you finish. The only reason I do intend to always let you finish. The thing is, I don't want to get super long-winded, and
Yeah.
by cutting it up, it kind of makes a thing.
But
That's all.
sometimes I forget what I was gonna say, so I don't get to finish, and then it sounds like
Just hear me out. That kind of exploitation sounds like good time.
no, it
at the park.
doesn't. Getting molested
I mean-
and abused and like
Kids gotta know there's no such thing as a free trip to Hawaii.
Just ask Justin Bieber.
you're not allowed to talk about this anymore at all. You need to be
Justin knows.
who's what?
Justin knows. Bieber.
Oh
He
yes,
knows.
but I talked about this, so it's just my
I'm not saying I want to be molested, but if I had to.
stop.
Right?
I actually don't know. You were the one who said kid jokes don't kill you, and yet you make these kid jokes where you laugh crying. Like,
Holy s-
I'm trying to talk seriously.
I'm sorry. Finish, girl. Finish.
I need serious Alex right now. Serious Alex. Okay. So, anyways, I was thinking about it, and I've kind of gotten the opinion where I feel like children shouldn't even be allowed in show business, especially in Hollywood, because in the end, what happens is the child can't consent to things because they
Super
have
quick
their,
fun fact.
I'm not done.
Fun fact. Children in show business, especially in Hollywood,
Their
have the
parents.
purest possible.
Shut up.
It's a fun fact.
I said I
Please
need
continue.
serious.
Please, it's a fun fact. What do you mean?
How
Like,
is that a fun
wait,
fact?
are you saying it's not serious because the
It's not
fact is fun?
It's not a fun fact.
You weren't there at the party. That's probably why.
I would not be at a party with children.
And you're no fun. I'm sorry, go on.
You are saying you would be with a bunch of children.
That's
in
not what
a
I
room
said.
filled with
I said you're no fun. You said all that bullshit
You
afterwards.
are the one who's saying this.
Just finish your story.
You gotta be. Don't disappoint the children, but don't show up at their party. Like, how does that work?
Anyways, so it would only be parents that would.
Don't touch him, but come on, I was out.
It would only. It would only be parents who could consent to the things that the kid would be doing, and if the parents are exploiting the child, it's essentially child labor because they're working a job, and they don't get to see that money. And if they do see that money, their parents are controlling it. So I don't see how this is something that's seen as okay. Like I understand that it's an art form
Were they
to
rich?
create
Were the
movies
children
and
rich?
things like that. It doesn't matter. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about whether or not kids should be allowed because
Oh.
because the thing is like even in the past when they first were doing things like theater and stuff, kids weren't on stage. It was always adults or adults playing kids. And the reason, well, I don't know the reasons for that, but
Can
I
I-
feel like that was going in kind of in the right direction.
Can I give a
because
serious
it's-
answer? Can I
yeah.
give a serious like rebuttal to it?
Yeah.
I think what it is that so yes, I think there's some level of regulation of kids being on set, but I think it's also once the kid makes a certain amount of money, there should be some sort of oversight past their parents
Yeah.
to
I
how
agree.
they're treated and how their money's handled afterwards. Like so, yeah. I think there
Like,
should be
that's
some
what I
sort
was
of
thinking too,
oversight,
like,
and I
that
think
no
that's
one
there's
can
no
touch it.
oversight. They just assume because it's their kid, the parents have the best wishes, and the
That's
fact of the
not
matter
true.
is, money changes everybody.
Yeah, like
Once
you-
you get enough of it,
Well, you
it's-
even hear this
even your parental
well, you
instincts
hear,
start to
hear
shift.
the stories of like even the parents who murdered their children who were like in voice acting or acting or like the situation with Britney Spears was like an example. Like it happened when she was an adult, but like she was a kid when she
How
started out.
sad! How
And it's
hilariously
Not
sad!
hilariously sad, very sad. Not hilarious.
Hilariously very
no,
sad.
No,
Very hilariously
I
sad.
don't find that funny.
But you're laughing, you're smiling. I can
I'm
count.
uncomfortable
I
with
can
this
count
comment.
all your front teeth right now.
You know that I smile when
Ooh,
I'm
you got a
uncomfortable.
dentist molar. I like
Huh?
that, huh?
A dentist
Your
what?
your teeth are nice.
Yeah, I just went to the dentist like a few days ago.
I was man, that was a dentist girl. They fucked me up.
What?
Because I had to like cut my gums because like
Oh, I have to get a graft
my
done.
braces, yeah. So my braces crushed. Yeah, my braces brought my teeth together, which made the gums go places they weren't supposed to.
Recede, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
I have to get a surgery done.
And
It
then I had to go
hurts.
get it cleaned up. Just under like
Yeah,
violent, like, teeth, like I fucking did something.
I
to my
actually
kids.
do hate the dentist.
Man, don't give me dental. Hey, dental doctor.
Like I appreciate,
Look,
but I
doc,
hate going.
you're doing a great job.
I hate going.
But she's rough on my
It
teeth.
is.
I don't know why she's like that. What did I do to her? Why is she like that?
She's trying to get the shit out.
I'm pretty sure those.
She's trying to get something out. I'm not sure if it's a
I'm pretty sure those rich Disney kids hated their dentist too.
Why are you doing this, Mike? No more comments from you. You're not allowed.
Did
I
they
said
have
you're not
dentists?
allowed. Don't give him the mic anymore, Jordan.
He's the audio guy.
Take his rights away.
You literally can't stop.
Yes,
you
you
can't shut him down.
Yes, you can.
He is the World
I
Bank.
know that.
He can't be stopped.
Too many of those comments. All right. Anyways, so yeah, I was just bringing that up because it's definitely something that I think like it has to be talked about, has to be brought attention to because I
mean,
think
it doesn't
they-
have to be.
I think a lot of
I
people
mean, we
have,
want it to be.
a lot of people have your like have the opinion of the comment you made or like, oh, they're rich, sucks for the like
I'm
they're
not-
bitter about it.
I'm not.
I know
don't-
that that's not your opinion. I'm just saying
Yeah,
that
and you gotta understand.
that
All I'm
show-
saying is that
I
it's
know.
rough all over.
I know,
mean, if
I
it
know.
could, I'm just saying, if it could be rough with a few million,
I know,
I would
but
have chosen the few.
but you can't like what I'm
My
saying is
butthole
that
just snaps back.
if
So
there
it's
is
fine.
a problem, doesn't matter
Anyways,
whether
what are we talking about again?
if there is a problem. If there is a problem, if there is a problem, it should be addressed. Doesn't matter whether or not tons of money is involved, and that shouldn't make a child's life more exploitable just because there's a lot of money.
I don't think
involved.
anything should.
Exactly. So
But
that's
I'm
my
just saying,
point. Is that
money's
like
involved.
it's like, but everyone has this opinion. Like people talk about this too. They say those things. They say like, oh well, they have a bunch of money. Like who
I mean,
cares?
no,
It's like yeah, but
should've-
it's like
kids.
well,
No.
yes.
Bad. Wrong. Don't do
Yeah,
that.
Jordan, what were you gonna say? Mike, you have Mike?
As fucked up as it's gonna sound, I don't. It sucks. I don't think there's a way to fix it.
It's not.
a way.
Yo, bro, it's hard
There is
all
a way.
over.
You can find
You know,
you
the
can
best.
find you can minimize and mitigate.
Hear me out,
things
B.
like
Okay,
this.
but hear me out, B. That's just like saying we can mitigate poverty. Bad at that level happening on a regular basis.
Well-
I'm being as dead ass as I can at that
Oh,
basis.
Josh has something to
happens
say.
happens so often it's hard to manage. It's
Let's
bad
see-
happening
let's
all
see what
over.
Shock has to say.
Absolutely.
The kids from Harry Potter, they're like grown up just fine. Why is it like okay there than it is?
Well, no, that's not true, dude. I was watching a thing. Harry was a lot of those, so a lot. And keep in mind, there's 8 Harry Potters. It happened a lot. A lot of those intense scenes Harry has where he's like staring, and it looks like he's just thinking about something that's happening intensely about what's going on. He was out of his mind, drunk, overly drunk on set. Those kids went through so much. You understand what I'm saying?
Do you think they have like long-term problems?
Yeah, I guarantee it, and then you're not going to see it in front of TV because
Yeah.
not like.
Well, it just seems like the other stuff is very apparent. Like,
Huh?
Well, yeah,
So,
this stuff in Hollywood
so the
is
thing
more
is, so
obvious.
one, we learned about a lot of that since the Harry Potter movies were done, and it's about Britney Spears, especially Britney Spears is a terrible example because Britney Spears' life got put out during the worst way. A lot of the kids Harry Potter stuff, like they did some interviews, but a lot of it they just didn't talk about unless they were leaked. So it's like you don't
Yeah.
a lot. There's so many
But
people are
then-
going through in Hollywood, but all I'm saying is that's the other side of the spectrum. The
But
people
then-
who are just going through shit and have no money.
But
I'm
then
just-
this is the question that I'm posing. So you have adults
Right.
doing movies,
Right.
and it's not so frequent that you like see that there's all this up shit that like destroy. Like, well, no, I'm just.
Well, of course, right.
let me make my point first.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm not interrupting you.
No, I'm not.
No, I just put my hand up.
I know, but it's like you're like it actually distracts me. So like if you want to say something, that's
Just
fine,
finish.
but
Go
let
ahead.
me
Go ahead.
finish. So like when you see it like pretty much the majority, you could say the majority of children, maybe almost even every child that's been on set of a movie has been traumatized in some way by either the work that they had to do or the people that they were dealing with because they're with adults and it's
Agreed.
clearly not regulated or monitored properly, right? And then you don't have that as frequently with adults. And not to say that it doesn't happen, that there aren't adults that are abused during movie sets. It does happen. And I understand that, you know, it's going to happen and we can only mitigate or try to prevent or deal with it as, you know, like as much as you can. But with children, it's when you look at it where it's like you compare it to things like drunk driving. Obviously, if you drive, you can get into an accident. If you're drunk, obviously more likely to get an accident. That's why it's illegal to drink and drive. This is kind of how I see it, where it's like, okay, if so many kids are coming out with all this trauma and it's fucking them up permanently, like at this point, because you're seeing all the effects of it and the publicity, why are they still allowed in show business if this is such a huge apparent problem? Like you compare it to adults are working the job,
Those movies need
you know,
kids.
but you know, now we have CGI. Right? They have the AI deep fakes and things like
Yeah,
that.
like I don't. It's
right?
not. It's just not the same thing, dude.
I know, but
I don't know
I'm
what to say.
saying that you can't just say we need kids in movies, so we're gonna allow so many kids to be traumatized and destroyed just because we want to make this movie with kids.
What I wanted to say to something
Yeah.
you're saying was that one, it happened. It does happen just as often to adults. Adults are just better at maintaining their secrets than kids are. More kids stories.
Can we fact check that actually?
More kids story end up
Yeah.
Here's the thing: the number he's gonna get is exactly what I'm just trying to say. Because you can find countless stories of adult actors going through the same stuff, but adults are better at maintaining to some degree what about their life comes out than a child actor is, because a child actor, most of their stuff they are not in control of. They're not in control of the social medias. They're not in control of, you know what I mean? So
But-
what leaks
yeah.
for a child is more. It's just naturally
But that's
more
even
to
more of a
happen.
reason to not allow it because, okay, as an adult, there are going to be things that happen and we might be better at coping with it or maybe better resources or ways to deal with it because we're adults and we're more self-sufficient. Children are more vulnerable.
Yeah.
They don't have that. They're something like that can destroy a child. So that's kind of my argument is like, so then why have children exposed to this in the first place? If it's a problem with the industry, why would we bring children into it?
There's
Right?
But it is the industry. I get what you're saying.
Right?
There's
But
just no
it's also
answer
like
to it. There's just
we
no
don't bring
answer to it.
children to bars because yeah, you could go to a bar, that shit can happen. But we're adults. We know we deal with it
I
how we
think it's because
can.
there's no money to be made from a child being drunk at an open bar.
No,
there's
but
money to
no,
be
but
made.
there.
It's the money aspect.
What were you gonna say?
Why are they letting the industry? Because
No, in the UK they have 16-year-olds drinking. It's legal. They
That's
have
not.
like
That's not.
high
You're
school.
super missing the point. I'm saying
Yeah.
that there's a lot of money to be monetized having a
I
child.
know, and
at
that's
this
where the
stage.
exploitation comes in. And why is that allowed?
Welcome to the United States of America.
I know, but that's my entire point.
Yeah,
It's like
I get your
you
point. I'm
know,
just saying, but you're
Yeah.
asking a question. I'm just trying to give you the most realistic answer. That's the world. But Mike had a question.
So you're talking about does it happen often with the adults in the movie industry? Even recently, there's a big court case in Broadway on Harry Weinstein guy.
I
Harvey
know.
Weinstein.
I'm saying
Yeah, there's a lot.
I know there's a lot. But the thing is, a lot of them were also young girls, like very young.
Well, there were female actresses this period.
Yeah.
It's just that
yeah.
man just
I
his
know.
way through Hollywood.
Like, I'm not trying to say that it
Good
doesn't
for him.
happen, because reality is like anywhere
Don't
you
do
go,
that. That's bad.
anywhere you go as an adult, there are gonna be likely like you'll encounter things that happen, but there's a reason that people try to protect children from these things, is so that they can grow into an adult that can deal with these things better, or is aware of it, or can protect themselves, whereas a child cannot. They
But I
can
think
only
if we
rely
sum
on their
it up,
parents to
I
protect
think if
them.
we sum it up, it's just really sad that money.
That's how it
that money
seems.
makes that not their first priority.
Yeah.
It's really sad, and it would be great if there's fixed, but there isn't right now.
Well, the U.S. just doesn't seem to care
At all. The US doesn't care
They
about
literally
shit.
don't care.
Yeah, the trollers a lot. They don't give a shit.
Yeah,
about
they're
shit.
considered a first world country.
All right, I
and
think,
this shit happens. Okay.
Is there anything you absolutely want to touch on before we go? But we gotta wrap
Jet
up.
suits. Do you know about that?
Sorry.
There are real jet suits, like Iron Man style jet suits. They exist.
Oh yeah, yeah,
People-
yeah, yeah.
Have you seen that?
Oh, dog! I'm on it. I'm
I
working on it. You're gonna see Alex flying off 8th floor.
Okay, so
Ah!
there were jet suits. Like, they say that it takes an incredible amount of like control and muscle, and like you have to be fit in order to wear these jet suits, because you could
First of
crash
all, you
easily.
just described me in 3 words.
Are you really?
Huh?
Are you really, Alex?
Walk, Alex.
Me and
Are you
Shaq are
military level
me and
fit?
Shaq are at the peak of physical standard.
Walk down to the basement and back up and to answer that question.
Right. What? What did you say?
Walk downstairs to the basement, back up, Alex, and then answer that question.
Remember, no
First of
interrupting
all,
hands.
don't tell me what to do, Mike. Okay.
Oh, Jacques has his hand up. Let's
Go ahead.
see what he has to say. I think he fact checked.
No, I don't have answers.
Oh, god damn it.
But did you know there's also like a Gundam like suit that
Wait, what?
Wait, like big enough for like the person fit in the chest, or it fits the whole body?
it's pretty small.
So
Oh,
so
okay.
it goes over the body. Man,
Like a
we're
fucking
fucking-
Gundam
we're on the
suits.
way to the future, baby. I'm talking about laser sabers. Choo, choo, choo. See, you don't even. Wait,
God.
what are
we-
you talking about?
Can we all get those suits and just fight in them?
Yeah. Kids, you want guns?
No,
Huh?
no, we're not saying that.
Oh, nothing.
No, no.
I'm walking that one back. Kids don't take guns.
What, Mike, did you want to see this? Oh, you just want to be implicated in your shit.
All right.
You don't want to be escorted off the set.
All right, guys, we are gonna wrap up. Thank
Yeah, I
you
think
so
we
much.
Have to wrap
We have to wrap up.
We
We
have
hit
to
a time.
wrap
We have a timer now so that we try
No,
not to go
because
too
of
over.
you too.
It's
What?
whatever, man. I don't give a damn. One more shot.
Good shoot.
Ooh, spicy. Guys,
It is.
thank you for watching. Remember to like, share, and follow.
And subscribe.
And subscribe. Remember, I'm Alex,
I'm B.
and we'll see you guys next time. Peace. God!